right, so this part that I left off, so the last video was on solving, but this video is basically about how do you graph it. So it says plot the zeros on a number, oh, look at that line. Plot the zeros on a number line, on a number line, wow, shade accordingly to the rules below. So basically what you're going to do is take a number line, like, y'all know what a number line looks like, all right? So you got 0, you got 1, you got 2, you got 3, 4, 5, 6, this number line sucks. Okay, so then what you got over here for number 1, remember how we got x is less than 2? So what you're going to do is put an open circle at 2, and then you're going to shade to the left. Ba-ba, yeah. And then for x is bigger than 5, you're going to put an open circle at 5 and then shade to the right. Ba-ba. So this is basically saying anything that's outside of this little range right in here. Hold on, let me highlight for you because, you know, technology. So this right here, these numbers don't work for this inequality. The rest of them do. That's all this is saying. Same concept's going to happen for number 2, except it's going to have a filled in circle for both of these. Okay? I know this is an ugly number line. Make yours prettier. I struggle. It's fine. On a side note, has anybody else eaten all of their snacks, like quarantine snacks? Totally gone. Anywho, somebody else asked me on page 18 on the back, they were like, how am I supposed to graph this? So first things first, you need to make sure that you define your variables. So this is going to be your x and y. And remember, when you're actually graphing these things, you have to put it into that y equals mx plus b format. Okay, so whatever equation that you have, and I'm not going to use this stuff up here. I'm just going to create my own inequality. So like, let's say I had x plus y has to be bigger than 10. And then I've got another inequality that is, you know, 2x plus 3y is less than or equal to 30 bucks. Okay, and again, I'm just pulling these numbers out of random places. I'm going to write this better because I'm a better person than that. Okay, so 2x plus 3y is less than or equal to 30 bucks. Okay, so first thing you got to do here is you got to rewrite these into y equals mx plus b format. Okay, so this right here, I'm going to rewrite it into y equals mx plus b. So I'm going to take this, and I'm going to subtract x from both sides, and that's going to give me y is bigger than negative x plus 10. Now, first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to make sure that I graph this mess, if I actually label the axis. So like, let's say that x is the number of hot dogs, and then y is the number of hamburgers. I don't know, whatever format you want to use. And so if I graph this, I'm going to go all the way up to 10. Yeah, this is terrible. This is really bad. Okay, so 10, and then I'm going to go down 1 to the right 1. Down 1 to the right 1, down 1 to the right 1, blah, 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 etc. Okay? And I'm going to keep doing that until I get all the way over here. Okay? And I'm going to have dash line. Boom, 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 boom. Okay? And then I'm going to shade. Now, here's the part that's a little tricky. I'm going to shade either above or below. So if I plug in 0, 0, that would be this point right here, because remember, this is, okay, sorry. This is, what's up, Jotaro? This is, if I plug in 0, untrue statement, right? 0, 0 is right here on this graph. So then I'm going to shade away from that, because otherwise this statement isn't true. Like 0 is not bigger than 10. So I'm going to shade away from that. Okay? I'm going to do the same thing for over here for this equation, or inequality. I will eventually stop saying that. I'm going to subtract 2x from both sides, and I'm going to have negative 2x plus 30. I'm going to divide by 3 on both sides, and y is going to be less than or equal to negative 2/3 x plus 10. Okay, so again, I'm going to plot this mess. So I'm going to start with my y-intercept at 10. I'm going to go down 2 to the right 3, down 2 to the right 3, down 2 to the right 3. I can't see on this thing. I know I'm messing this up. 1, 2, 3. There it is. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. And you'll just continue. And this will be a solid line. Cool. Look at how bad that line is. All right, and then we'll shade. So I'm going to plug in 0, 0, because that's that point right here, right? I need to know if I'm shading towards it or away from it. So if I plug in 0, 0, I get 0 is less than or equal to 10. And that's a true statement. So I'm going to shade this mess towards it. So the only way that this has a solution is if I had, we said this was like hot dogs over here, and these were hamburgers, right? Or vice versa. It doesn't matter. So the only way that this is going to happen is if I have 10 hot dogs and no hamburgers. That's what this is saying. Okay? I know this is a hot mess, and I promise it'll be easier when we're in person. Just hang in there. Don't eat all your snacks. Have a staring contest with your dog or your cat, whichever one, and we're going to make it through. Again, text me if you have issues.